Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Pat Brock, and we are here on the campus of the Trinity Crusaders, and we've got the head basketball coach with us herself, Coach Lacey Shepard. How are you doing, Lacey?
I'm good. Doing good.
Good to see you.
Good to see you again.
Lacey, you've had a wonderful season.
We have so far.
All right, talk to us about it, okay? Tell us how things have been going for you.
We are 13-5 for the season right now. We have lost a couple close region games here in the last couple weeks, but we still have about 4 region games left to go right now, so it's still anybody's ball game.
Anybody's ball game, and you guys are doing very well.
Yes.
Now, if you had to compare how the team was last year as opposed to this year, what changes have been made?
Well, we graduated a couple girls and really didn't gain any players. Right. We did have one player who we picked up the end of last season, coming up as an 8th grader, now a freshman. But this team just plays together. That's our theme for this year, and they play well together, which is, you have that some years you don't.
Of course you do.
But everybody is a team player and a role player.
And that's good to hear. And, of course, we know that has a lot to do with you and how you coach. I'll have to brag on you. Now, tell us about the things that you're working on in practice, what things you definitely emphasize on in practice, because you've got a region game coming up, and you definitely want to be competitive in that. So tell us the things you're working on.
It all starts with defense.
Yeah.
That's one thing we say with defense is we can't score if we can't stop them.
You're
can't
right.
trade baskets for the whole game. So we're working on defense, working on a lot of end of the game situations because we seem to be having a lot of close games here lately. So we're working on trying to fine tune the end of the game situation.
Of course.
So,
now tell us about some of your key players.
well, I've got 3 seniors this year. Jade Johnson, Randie Traxler, and Madison Williams.
Okay.
They play all 3 different positions for me. But they are veterans of the game and fun to watch, and they're all just really, stepping up big.
Right.
To round out my starting 5 as of right now, I have a junior, Lindsey Tate, who is just, has such a natural gift at the game of basketball.
And her sister plays, right?
And her sister plays, which she did not mention before. And then we have a freshman, Ruthie Scott, who has put in a lot of hours and is a good ball player.
A freshman. That's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure.
But
it is.
She seems to be handling it well.
She does.
Yeah.
We tell her there's freshman mistakes, but then there's nights when she doesn't play like a freshman.
Yeah.
And so we forget sometimes.
I mean, think about it. With any sport, it's a learning and a growing process.
It is.
And if you're working hard as a freshman, you'd be just like that, starting on that squad. So that's wonderful.
Yes.
And so, going a little personal, your little daughter plays, your son. Tell us.
Yes. They both play. Hattie Grace plays with Junior Pro this year, and AJ is in 7th grade, so he's playing middle school. So we pretty much basketball 5 out of the
Yes, you are. And of course,
6
you
nights.
got Jay right there with you.
Yes. So he's coaching.
Well, listen, we're so proud of the work that you do, Coach Lacey. You've been doing it for so many years, and of course, you being an athlete yourself, so that puts that extra special touch to it. And so we're just appreciative of you and the foundation that you have and what you're teaching these girls.
Well, thank you very much.
All right, so we'll get to talk to the girls in just a little bit.
Okay, thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Coach Lacey Shepard, head coach of the Lady Crusaders. Now it's time, ladies and gentlemen, to meet the Lady Crusaders themselves. And we'll start with this beautiful young lady to my right, whom we have taught many times. How are you?
Good.
All right, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Okay, darling, you know how this drill goes. Introduce yourself to everyone, if you would.
Hi, my name is Randie Traxler. My parents are Tim and Beth Traxler. I have an older sister, Cassie Traxler. I've attended Trinity since the 3rd grade, and I play soccer, basketball, and I also did cross country this year.
So busy, Randie.
Yes, ma'am.
And this is your senior year, so you've got a lot of things that are going to be the last, and so many memories that you've made here.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's talk to you about this season. How has this season gone for you as a senior?
For me, I feel like it's gone very well as a team. We've worked so hard and put so much effort into this and to get our wins and to work together. It's just amazing.
And you girls have been together for a while. A lot of you started off early
Yes, ma'am.
being together, and so that really helps as a team, doesn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
If you can think of something this season, what has been most memorable for you for this season with basketball?
I feel like for us, beating one of our rivals, Gatewood, we haven't beat them in quite some time, so beating them was pretty phenomenal because we worked together as a team, and that was our highest point, I feel like, for the
And
season.
I mean, when you're up here after you win something like that, it just does something to you. I remember playing, and there were certain teams that, it could go one way or the other, and to finally beat a team like that.
It felt great.
And so here you are, you're one of the captains.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your style as far as making sure that your team is doing what they're supposed to do, that you're doing what you're supposed to do? What do you do as an individual to ensure that?
When we go into the captain's meeting, the refs tell us what we need to understand and know, and then as a captain, we are supposed to come back to our team and force them and tell them what we're supposed to be doing, and to make sure throughout the whole game what they're doing.
And as a player for you, here you are now, you're a senior. Can you see yourself in some of the younger players just starting out?
Yes, ma'am, because I've been there when I was younger as a freshman and a sophomore, and I always looked up to the older girls to be a leader, and I feel like I should do the same thing and work hard at it.
And if you could see yourself as far as what you've improved on in the years, what would be the main thing that you see you've really got, that you can actually see the improvement?
I feel like my dribbling skills have improved over the years with pressure on me, just getting by them.
And as a point guard, there's a lot of pressure, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Talking to point guards out here in the community, I mean, some say they don't feel much pressure. Some say I do. But what do you do to kind of get yourself ready for that?
Well, I mean, I just look to my teammates to encourage me and to calm me down when I get nervous, and they help out too. So.
And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Okay, your senior year in high school. Oh my gosh, that's big. That's big. And so you've had a good year.
Yes, ma'am.
Highs, any lows, things like that. With your senior year, there are a lot of things that you have to do. A lot of things that you have to do to prepare for life outside of high school. What are your plans there, Randie?
I'm going to attend Clark Summit University up in Pennsylvania.
That's a long way from home.
It is. My grandparents actually live 10 minutes away, so
that's perfect.
Yes, ma'am.
That's perfect.
And I think I'm going to do sports management as my major. So
that's going to be wonderful. I bet your grandparents are excited.
They are very excited.
Well, listen, we expect nothing but great things from you, and we're so proud of the work that you've already done.
Thank you.
This is Randie, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we've got another young lady with us, and she's going to talk to us all about herself.
Yes, ma'am.
You ready? Go for it.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Madison Williams, and I've been attending Trinity since K3, so I've been here a while. Like, this is the only school I've ever gone. I've gone here my whole life. My parents are Greg and Lisa Williams. I also play softball and run track as well as basketball.
Nice.
I plan on attending Georgia College in Milledgeville.
Go Bobcats.
But being an only child, it's going to be pretty hard to convince my parents to let me leave home.
Hopefully after we finish talking, they'll change their mind.
Yes, ma'am.
You've played all the sports that I played, and that's so awesome. Which one would be your main sport, you would think?
I think softball is my favorite. I've been playing it the longest, so it's the one I'm most comfortable with.
What position are you?
I'm center field.
Center field, honey. You got good hands.
Yes,
Very good. Now, what has been, from K3 to now, what has been some of the most memorable moments you've had here?
Well, junior year in softball, we actually made it to the state championship game, and that's probably like my highlight of all of high school. Like that was so much fun. It was so cool. That's probably that. Like.
When you think about your years as an athlete, your years as a student, in what ways would you say being an athlete has helped you in being a student?
Being an athlete, I feel like really helps like students learn leadership skills and understand like the role that you have on a team, and I feel like that's a really important like quality to have, especially like in life when you like start getting jobs. Like leadership is an important deal.
It is. And if you had someone in your family or someone in your life that you considered a mentor, someone who has influenced you to a great degree, who would that be? Or whom would that be?
I feel like my mom has been like a really like strong supporter. Both my parents have actually. Right. But I feel like my mom, like, you can just go to her for anything, and she always knows, like, the right things to say. And
we do.
Yeah.
No, that's wonderful, to have a support team with you.
Yes, ma'am.
And now here you are, your guard here. We see your picture back here. You are looking real tough back there.
Thank you.
Tell us what your leadership style is like on the court.
I feel like everybody has a different leadership, like, skill that they would say that they specialize in, I guess. I'd say I'm more of a defensive player. That's my role, just hustle and getting after it.
Yeah. Oh, I love getting after it. I broke many glasses out there on the sport. And so defense is your thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, girls that are kind of lax in defense, what do you have to say to motivate these girls?
I feel like you just have to tell them to just keep encouraging them and don't let them get down because someone shot and they made it or something. You just got to keep encouraging.
Yeah. And you have to stay encouraged, especially if you lose a game.
Yes, ma'am.
With me, I would go. I would have to, I would first, because I'm so passionate about it.
Yes, ma'am.
I would just, it was hard for me to lose, but then when I did lose, I had to kind of take back and take a mental assessment of what happened and what can I do and what can the team do to improve. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, you got to learn from the losses. Don't let it get to you so much that you don't grow from it. You got to learn from the losses.
Absolutely. And you're learning.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, here it is. You're playing a lot of sports. You're involved in a lot of things. What do you do outside of school and sports?
I go to church at Mentor Baptist, and I also attend youth at Cross Point Community.
Oh, so you're a church girl.
Yes, ma'am.
Of course.
And I'm also in the Citizens Bank Student Advisory Council.
Oh, that's a wonderful thing. Wonderful.
Yes, ma'am.
And it takes a lot to get into that.
Yes, ma'am.
And so here it is. You say your plans are you'd love to go to Georgia College to be a Bobcat, such as myself. What message can we give to your parents to encourage them to allow you to go to Georgia College and State University?
I've been at Trinity my whole life.
Yes.
So I just want to learn.
Yes.
And go out.
And let me say this, and it's a great place to learn, Mom and Dad. I got my 4-year degree from there before I went to graduate school, and I loved it. 45 minutes away from home, it was an easy drive, and she's very responsible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So please, we got to give them a sad face, please. Love it. It's a pleasure talking to you. So proud of you and all the stuff that you're doing.
Yes,
Hopefully
ma'am.
you'll be a future Bobcat.
Yes, ma'am.
Go Bobcats. Thank you.
Happy New Year from your friends at Hometown Supply in downtown Dublin. Glenn Register and everyone at Hometown Supply would like to take this opportunity to thank you for your business in 2016 and wish you a Happy New Year. Hometown Supply carries all major appliances, lawn and garden equipment, including parts, new and used tires. Need hardware or plumbing supplies? Hometown Supply has them. And you can save on cellular service too. Call Hometown Supply if you need affordable appliance repair. Once again, Happy New Year from Glenn Register and all your friends at Hometown Supply in downtown Dublin. Call today, 272-0345. Choose the convenience of Neighbors Express and get friendly, courteous service every time you visit any of our convenient locations. Fill up with pay at the pump and take advantage of our bigger and better selection of beverages and tobacco products. And buy 12 packs of Pepsi products, 2 for $6.99. Enjoy the popular crushed ice with your favorite fountain drink. Also enjoy a fresh, hot breakfast. Stop by for lunch or dinner. It's always fresh, always convenient at Neighbors Express. Now located at I-16 and 441 and in Cedar Grove, providing farm fuel for all our customers. Count on the convenience of Neighbors Express.
All right, we've got a little change of scenery here because this young lady is a little bit taller than me. We decided to have a seat.
Yes.
All right, talk to us. How are you doing, darling?
I'm good. My name is Jade Johnson. I'm the daughter of Mac and Stacy Johnson. I've attended Trinity since 5th grade. I have a younger sister here. Her name is Ashley. She's a junior. I also have an older brother. His name is Zach. I participate in softball, basketball, and I throw in track and field.
And you have broken some records, too.
I have. I am the title holder for discus state champion for 2 years now.
Congratulations.
Hopefully 3 years this year.
Of course. Is your name on the wall?
It's not. It's not a record. I'm just the title holder.
You're the title holder.
For the AAA.
All right, very good. Now, out of all of the sports, which one would be considered your main sport?
Probably track. I really enjoy the competition in it. It's really fun.
And you're hoping to go to college for
Yes.
track, right?
I've been offered not a scholarship, but Limestone in South Carolina and Barry and Rome, Georgia are interested in me throwing for them.
That's wonderful. So many choices.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how has your experience been here at Trinity?
It's been awesome. I've really enjoyed it. I came from public school, and my turnaround to private school has really impacted my life. When I first came here, I was scared of people like this, but I've really grown here as a Christian and as a student, so I've really enjoyed it here.
And that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Okay, how has this season been for you as a senior, of course? What has your experience been like here with the basketball season?
It's been great. Of course, I'm not a perfect player. I have my falls, but my teammates really encourage me when I fall, and my coaches too. My coach Lacey and Coach Tim Traxler, they really encourage me. So I feel pressure, but everyone's really encouraging. They make me feel great.
And that's good. And the girls have talked before you, talking about the fact that you all are like a family.
Yes.
You've been together for a while. Of course, you came in a little later in the game, but you've been together for a while, and so you're kind of supporting one another.
Yes, we whenever we're down, we don't look back on the past. We look to the future. Like whenever we win a game or lose a game, when we lose a game, we look at the mistakes we made, we work in practice, and we make it better for the next game.
And that's what it's about. Now, we want to ask you, how is Coach Lacey Shepard as a coach? Now, she's my good friend. So between you and I.
She's not just my coach. She is my friend. She's a huge part of my life. She's always been there for me in my struggles through personal issues and basketball issues. She's just really impacted my life, and I love her a lot.
That's exactly what I was going to say. And so, okay, so your hopes are to go to college, and of course you've got several different offers.
Yes.
What kind of message, like if the kids were watching this show or have watched you through the years as a student, as an athlete, what kind of message would you like who you are as a person to send? Like, what do you want them to think and know about you?
Know about me that I work hard, I have determination to be the very best that I can be. Coach Lacey knows that I want to be the very best that I can. And just to push yourself no matter what happens, whether you struggle or you fall, just keep pushing yourself and make it the best that you can be.
That's right. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. And we look forward to hearing some other great things about you, especially when you transition to college.
Yes.
We want to keep in touch with you, and you let us know how you're doing.
I'm doing great.
All right. So proud of you. Thank you so much, dear.
Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we are with some more Lady Crusaders. How are you, darling?
Hi, I'm well, thank you.
Always good to see you.
You too.
You know the drill.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us all about you, if you would.
Well, my name is Lindsey Tate, and I've been here at Trinity for 13 years, and I'm in the 11th grade. My parents are David and Caroline Tate, and I have participated in varsity basketball. This is my 3rd year, and I also run cross country, and this past year, our team actually won state championship.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
God,
that was very
congratulations.
exciting. And I have lots of extracurricular activities, such as volunteering. I'm part of the Fairview Park Youth Volunteer Program, lots of words there.
Yeah.
And I'm also the vice president of our Senior Beta Club.
Wow, congratulations to you on so many different areas. That's wonderful. And so you've been here for many years.
Yes,
And
I
so
have.
playing on this team here with girls that you've known since you were little, how has that experience been like for you?
Oh, it's been great, because I've been playing with these teammates since I was in 3rd grade, 4th grade, even in elementary, and now that I'm playing with them on the varsity level, it's just nice to know we just get each other. We just know what the other one's going to do, and it's nice to have that friendship that lasts so many years.
You're absolutely right. And so tell us, in what areas have you improved on as an athlete?
I've definitely improved on teamwork skills because I always like to be the one in control and like to do things my way, but I know that my way isn't always the best way. So being on a team with other people who have skills sometimes greater than I do, it's very humbling to know that we can all work together as a team for one common goal.
And that's a wonderful answer. I was thinking of the same thing, of humility. And so working for Coach Lacey Shepard, what is that like?
I love Coach Lacey. She's such a wonderful woman, and she's so encouraging to us, and she constantly gives us very godly advice in life, and she always gives us little devotions before the basketball games, and it's very uplifting because it helps me get through the game, and then I think about it afterwards through life, and so she's such a great role model.
So
I love her very much.
She teaches you on the court and off the court.
Yes, definitely.
Wonderful. So good to see you again.
Thank you.
Thank you, darling. All right, we've got 2 more amazing young ladies with us, and of course, somehow they must have gotten the cue to dress alike. So cute. How are you, girls?
Good. Good.
All right, so we'll start with you, darling. Why don't you tell us all about you?
My name's Victoria Clayton. My parents are Chris and Vicki Clayton. I've been at Trinity since K-5. I play basketball, soccer.
Now, which one would be considered your main sport?
Soccer.
Soccer's your main sport. What position?
I played defender.
Defender. Very good. And now, so your experience here at Trinity, you, as an athlete, as a student, tell us how that experience has been for you.
It's been great, I guess.
Good. Very good. All right, your turn, darling. Talk to us.
My name is Demi Hester, and I'm the daughter of Dan and Lori Hester. I have a little brother named Daniel. He's in the 5th grade, and I play basketball and tennis.
And tennis. Nice. Very nice.
Yes.
And so you've got a little brother.
I do.
Oh, my goodness. Is he around here right now?
He's in the 5th grade.
He's in the
here.
5th grade. And so tell us about which one would be your main sport, first of all, between tennis and basketball?
Probably tennis.
Probably tennis?
Yeah, I enjoy it a lot.
How long have you been playing?
Well, in middle school you can't play here, so I started in 9th grade.
In 9th grade. And what position are you here on this basketball court?
I play post.
Post. And so how has that been for you?
It's good. Other teams have some really tall girls, so
Yeah.
it works.
But you know, you're taller than me, so you're definitely somewhere. And so we're talking about here you are, your basketball team, and I've been hearing a lot about the fact that you all are like family. Do you feel the same way?
I feel like we're a big family.
And what is it about these girls that really makes that gel?
Well, we are easy to get along with. We bond really well.
Yeah. And that's so very important, especially when you're talking about in the athletics. What about with you?
Yeah, our team definitely has a special bond that I think some teams lack, and I think that's what helps us play so well together.
And so you girls are juniors, right? Are you juniors? And so do you still feel a sense of having to be a leader on the court?
Yes.
Yeah. In what way for you?
Probably keep encouraging them, like if they're feeling down, you know, boost their self-esteem.
Yeah. And so now she's a post, right? What about you?
Well, I'll encourage them too, and I just try to help them as much as I can.
Good. What position are you?
I'm a post.
So not only are you the same, you play the same position, but you're also matching. This is very interesting, girls. Very interesting. And so it's so good to meet both of you. Thank you for kind of sharing a little bit about yourselves. And we're glad that you all are getting along as a family and that you're working together, okay? All right. We hope to only hear great things from you both. Thank you, girls.
There are many ways of doing business today.
Hello?
Call centers, mobile apps.
Right away.
But when it comes to what really matters, our way is pretty simple. To be there when you need us most. That's the quality of your independent agent and the company that stands behind them.
Orr Insurance in Dublin is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
I'm Locke Wilford with more money-saving deals at Dublin Nissan.
This week at Dublin Nissan, get up to $9,000 off MSRP on remaining 2016 Altimas.
Dublin Nissan, the only dealer you will ever need.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we've got the two sophomores here with us, and we're going to let them introduce themselves to you all and just tell you about how their experience has been as one of the Lady Crusaders. You ready? You ready?
Yes,
all right, talk to us.
Hi, my name is Ansley Mole, and I'm the daughter of Tanya and Micah Mole, and I have a little sister, Emma Mole, and I play soccer, basketball, and I run cross country, and my other extracurricular activities include LYL and senior beta.
Very good. You are definitely busy, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
If you had to choose between those different sports, which would be your main one?
Soccer.
Soccer's your main sport. And what position?
I play wing and forward usually.
Very good. All right, young lady, your turn. You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Talk to us.
Hi, I'm Karmen LeRoy, and I attend Trinity Christian School, and I'm a sophomore. I play basketball, and I run cross country and track. And my extracurricular activities are senior beta, Nightingales, and literary.
Wait, Nightingales.
Yes, ma'am.
You're a performer.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. And so, you know, you girls are very busy. I mean, on the court, off the court, you got a lot of different things going on, right?
Yes,
and so let's say this. Let's say there's, you don't have basketball, you don't have the other sports, you're not doing the Nightingales. What do you like to do to just have fun?
I like to go to sporting events like soccer games or football games like Georgia football games.
Oh, really? So you're still sports all the way?
Yes, ma'am.
What about you?
I like to hang out with my friends and watch TV and be lazy because I usually don't have a lot of free time.
Right, but it's nice to be able to do nothing, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And so, you know, as athletes, and of course you two are sophomores, what is your experience like when you're working with the older girls who have been here longer?
Well, it's good to like learn from them and have good role models and to be able to fill their shoes next year.
And you're a point guard too.
Yes, ma'am.
What about you?
Our seniors have great leadership, and I like looking up to them and seeing how hard they work for our team.
And you two are definitely, you're part of the future, you know, because you definitely learn from the older ones that have more experience, but at the same time, you still have a lot to contribute yourselves.
Yes, sir.
And we're so proud of both of you for everything that you've done here at Trinity Christian School. All right? Go sophomores. Okay, we've got some fresh ladies with us, the freshmen here of the Lady Crusaders, and we're going to start to my left. Of course, these girls are a little bit nervous. This is their first time ever talking to me, right?
Yes, ma'am.
We're going to get through this painlessly.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we're going to help you through it. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Talk to us.
My name is Ruthie Scott. I'm a freshman, and I play basketball and run track at Trinity Christian School.
Wonderful, Ruthie. Now, listen, outside of all this stuff that you're doing, what do you love to do?
I do a bunch of stuff outside. A lot. I watch a lot of Walking Dead. I'm a little obsessed with like my TV shows, but I like to hang.
Me too. I think that I am too.
TV shows are awesome. I go to the movies a lot with my brother. He works there. I go to the movies a lot, and I hang out with my friends a lot too. So
very good. So you still find the time to balance having a life outside of sports?
Yes, ma'am.
And Walking Dead.
Yeah, and
very
Walking
good.
Dead, of course.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Talk to us.
I'm Ansley Tate. I am a freshman. I do basketball and tennis. I participated in this year's One Act, and I'm doing dramatic interpretation for literary this year.
You see how excited I just got with that? I'm sorry, I didn't.
It's a lot of fun.
How long have you been doing that?
This is my first year.
Oh my gosh.
But I was really excited I got it. I wasn't expecting it.
Do you know if you already been working on it and everything?
Yes, ma'am. I just got off of practice whenever I was called in here.
That's so exciting. Okay, here you girls are. You're freshmen, you're here. And you know, having spoken with the seniors and them having played for so many years and now playing together, what is it like being a freshman for the Lady Crusaders?
It's a really cool experience because you get to, like, whenever you get to play with the seniors, they're all really experienced and you can learn a lot from them. And like whenever we get older and we get in their shoes as the upperclassmen, we can like take from what they've taught us, like playing alongside them.
You're exactly right, because every step you take, you know, you're leaving your mark, and you're able to help encourage other girls in that position because they're always going to be freshmen.
Yes, ma'am.
Always. What about you?
I like it a lot, and I love how they talk to us because, you know, not a lot of older people talk to freshmen because you're a freshman, and it's a lot of fun, and they teach us a lot of stuff.
I remember when I was a freshman and playing basketball, and I just thought the seniors were like they were like older. I just like, oh, the big dogs, and I'd be sitting on that bench with my glasses on, hoping the coach didn't call me in. Because I think that, you know, there's that nervous tension, especially on game day, you know, when you're talking about, okay, I've got to get out there. I've got to, you know what I mean? So you've got to be ready.
I can relate to that.
You can relate to that. And that's a good thing, though. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. And so this team is keeping you grounded. What is it like for you girls to be working with Coach Lacey Shepard?
I love her as my coach. It's so much fun because she always stays positive. Even if we lose, we always mope. But she always goes in there and she stays positive, and she tells us, you know, we pray at the beginning that God, no matter what happens in a win or loss, that we should honor you. And sometimes we forget that, and she helps us to remind that daily.
What about you?
I love Coach Lacey. She's, Coach Lacey's like, besides just being a coach, she's like an amazing lady as well. Like, she's a great role model. And like Mary Ansley said, she's like always positive to us whenever, especially me, I'm a negative person. Like whenever after a lose or
you go down
game,
in the
just
dumps.
a bad game, yes ma'am. Like she's always there to encourage me, and like even like she's a really great lady. I love Coach Lacey.
Does she ever pitch a fit?
Well, she has this little boot stomp thing, like whenever we do something wrong, but it's we've managed to turn into a joke, but
turn that frown upside down.
Ma'am.
Well, listen, it's been a pleasure meeting both of you and having the opportunity to speak with you. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.